Hello and welcome back to Factorio. So I want to make myself this powered armor so I can get some decent equipment, so I can go to war, so I can clear some of these biters from around here a little easier, so I can get to that copper before my copper here. No, that's not the copper. 441. Before that runs out. In order to do that, I need blue processing chips and engine units. Well, the engine units I can just grab from wherever it is I'm making engine units, but I'm going to need a supply of the blue processing chips. And in order to make blue processing chips, you need lots of red and the greens and sulfuric acid. So I noticed that I've cut off the reds at the moment. I noticed that this line here of the red just wasn't being used. It's completely static. It's because of the way things are picking stuff off the belt and so on. So I want to put one of those side balancers in here. So I've made a little extra room, and I'm hoping I can fit one in. So you need to go that way, then that way. Then that way, then you will go like that. And then if I hook this back up to the reds, like so, we should see that even though this side is now full, we're drawing on both lanes from up here. Nope, then just one of them just stops. I thought this worked. I mean, maybe this is just because we are filling in the lane that's empty. And that once we actually start processing and drawing stuff again, then it's going to use both more evenly. Yeah. That seems to be what's happening. Because basically one half of these machines just weren't doing anything. Right, so I need to make blue. So we may as well make it over here. We're going to have to feed up red and green chips, and the sulfuric acid is already there on the bus, and then the blues will come down and take up this last row there. I could move this, I think. Let's do a deconstruct on that. Right, so the base robots are going to do some of this. I do still have some of the nanobots on me, because until I've got my own personal robots, ones I carry around with me, then I still need the base robots. Okay, so that is just give me lots of electronic circuits, a few advanced circuits, and then the sulfuric acid. Is there one I can crib? I'll just do it. Right. So we're going to have... I think what I will do is what I was doing before, because it seems to work well, is we output with reds onto a belt like that. Rotate you inwards. There we go. There we go. Paste, paste, rotate and rotate. So we'll have our output belt going down. And we're going to need 2 ingredient belts on each side. How long's the processing time on this? 10-second crafting time. So half a second. I can actually just use yellows, I think, to grab the green. because the yellows swing once every half second, so we'll put a yellow, yellow, and reds. So we'll have the greens on the inner. That should do it. And then we can just... Oh, missed. We can just pipe like this, I think. That should do it, except for the one right at the top. So how many of these do we want? Well, okay, firstly, is this where I want it? Or do I want to move it over slightly? Incidentally, I don't know what the solution to this thing being full is. When these receivers fill up with robots, then they can't put any more robots in, but I honestly have no clue how else you're supposed to release robots into the environment. Oh, I cut power to those. There we go. I want to make sure I stay in the logistics network. That way my robots will keep bringing me stuff when I want it. Right, the output's going to come down here. I suppose the output can dodge around a bit and then join that lot. We can bring ingredients up relatively easily. A little bit of squiggling, but yeah, this is about right. So let's tile this up. If you notice, it's the base robots that are doing it. Because I've got nearly everything in chests, the base robots are saying, "Oh, you want us to do stuff? Yes, we can do it for you." Now, I don't know whether or not the base robots deliver bullets. Has to be within the green. If we did that, just made sure it was connected to the power. I'm curious whether or not they will ever deliver bullets into these things. Okay, so that's all gone down. It's like, because the ones I copied had bullets in them. So will those gain bullets? We'll find out in a second. Meanwhile, this is all slowly building. Let us deal with this. Right, so our outputs will come down here. And once again, we will reverse the belt. So we can use an R, tell it to reverse that underground. Okay, that'll do for now. Because I don't know for certain that I want lots of blues going in this direction, so... let me see, so we've got that there, we'll reverse that there, and then we'll actually just cut this off a bit. It's like, I did run reds all the way down there because I wanted to actually make something with them, but blues are very expensive. 20 greens, 2 reds. Okay, Alright, let's deal with this sulfuric acid. I think I want to go underground like that, so I can just pipe across. And we can have the sulfuric acid going in there. That's all got sulfuric acid-y. Right, green's on the inner, red on the outer. It's so nice to just have these deliveries coming in. Okay, let me get rid of you, because I might need to replace you with a red. Bring this one a little further back. We need to fit greens through here as well. Right, if I take the greens from this side, so if we're going to have a splitter here, but this one's actually going to duck down like so. My greens can go up. Right, so this lane is splitting here and continuing, and the lower lane is actually ducking down and popping out over here. Right, so I will tighten this up, because we're going to need a balancer again here. The blue split we will move slightly. And then I'm hoping a red underground doesn't go far enough. Okay, yellow, 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 yellow. Alright, we'll do our blue split there. Okay. So now I just have to do the same on this side. It can get a little tangled. I need to maybe leave a little more space when I do this, or pay attention to where there's already splits and stuff coming up. So we should actually start producing them now. Yep, I see gear wheels going around, so it should, there we go, be outputting blues. Okay. So duck you down maximum distance. Okay, the blues are stopping there at the moment. I was wondering why none were appearing on the belt. So the red. So this time the red is actually going to go on the outside, because it's the... Actually, it doesn't actually make a difference, because as you know, as we determined, the yellows are fast enough to keep them in production. So with that in mind, before we go any further, I'm actually going to reroute this. Let's do that. Clear the reds off here. Oops, I'm grabbing stone. Copy, paste, paste. That should do it, I think. Right, so this side should burst into life. Now the reds actually swing slightly faster than the yellows do, so the fact that it's having to reach further for that is fine. There we go. So we now have blue chips theoretically appearing on our belt in both directions. Right. I forgot to do the power at the end, even though I said it would be a problem. Right, did these ever end up with bullets? No, they did not. There we go. I do have an order in on the logistics thing. I've set a lot of this up, so I should always have 400 bullets on me. There's an order for them down there. And a lot of other stuff is set to auto trash. You can see now we do not have enough green chips. Well, there's almost enough green chips to make it to the end of the line. Just trimming off the excess. Because if there's not a machine trying to pick up, then there's no point having the belt there. Okay. I wanted to shift C. There we go. Get rid of some of my advanced circuits and stuff. Hello, bots. Do you want to give me stuff? Ah, my bullets. Thank you. So you see now, you thought we had plenty of green chips. No. No, we don't. But we can't really expand that until we get more copper going. Right. So, I want that armor. And then we're going to look about the equipment we can put in the armor. Have I invented laser turrets yet? I've not invented laser turrets yet, and I'd have thought I would have had them by now. Lasers. Laser turrets. Blue and military research. Start research. Increase the weapon damage. Increase the shooting speed. Increase the damage. Increase the shooting speed. Increase the damage. Increase the shooting speed. There we go. So we're going to do lasers, because lasers do not require bullets. I didn't realise there was a bit of research I was just completely missing. Okay, so I need 40 blue processing units. So let's get to the end of this line here and we'll grab some. I'm grabbing reds there as well. Probably batteries. That's better. Okay, that's the 40 we need. Then 40 steel plate. Why is my amount of steel plate not going up? Because I'm auto-trashing it. Okay, this is an example of when you want to turn that off. And 20 electrical engines. Batteries. Was it electrical engines? It was electrical engines. You're making electrical engines. Oh well, we'll just stand here and we'll end up with too much. Oh, that's annoying. Now with my logistics off, can I still use the trash slots? Yes, I can. Thank you, game. There we go. Right, so one suit of powered armor. What am I currently wearing? Heavy armor. So my current one is like physical 6, 30%. This one's 8, 30%, but it also gives me an inventory bonus size, and it has a 7x7 equipment grid. Oh, look at that. Extra stuff. Isn't that nice? Okay, let me turn my logistics back on, and then it will get rid of the stuff I don't want. Let's take the bullets back. Right, so where is this crafting equipment grid? Here we go. Right, so we can do stuff here. We can put in equipment, but that equipment will need power. So back to the technology tree. How are we doing on this? Energy weapons damage 2 already. Excellent. Do we have fusion? No, because that requires the yellow science. So it's going to be portable solar panels, I think. Portable solar panels. Is this a good time to get into solar? So what we can do is we can put a personal battery in our suit, and then portable solar panels to provide power, and then we can have a personal roboport in our suit, so wherever we walk we can have construction robots. Automatic item retriever. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, this is part of nanobots. Configures personal roboports to automatically mark items on the ground for pickup. Must be in a network with available robots. Items do not get marked if enemies are around. That's interesting. Automatic unit launcher. Start launching combat units from the inventory when enemies are inside range. Automatic tree cutter, health feeder, and logistics interface. Exoskeleton legs, those are good. Lets you walk fast, and you can sort of put multiple ones in there. Right. But that needs solar panels. We can make accumulators and solar panels. We could start making solar power. Relying less on that. But I suspect I just want to go for nuclear. So how do I want to do this? I would just need a lot of iron stuff and steel. I'm trying to work out, do I want to automatically make solar panels? Let's set up auto crafting for them. Solar panels out and accumulators. They will be useful. Now again, I'm likely to have the same issue with the blues as I do with some of the other stuff. So I'm going to set up, if I can, one of those lane balancers. I think it's a good idea to have lane balancers sort of at the beginning of all of your production, like where it is you're making your stuff. Actually, rather than doing it here, I'll do it at this corner. It tends to be easier. That should do it. Right, got to hook this back up. There we go. Oh, and you. Everything working? Nope, because we've got a complete lack of green ships. Yeah, by the time we get to here, we're actually only down to a single lane of green ships. So there isn't even enough for this second row to run, but that's fine. We've got our lane balancer now, so... Solar panels. Batteries, buses. I'm actually going to start it all the way over here because there's some very weird cliff squiggling going on down there. And this stuff's not fully hooked up. That's not in place. Okay, it does fit. I thought I'd work this out. Let me grab that out the way. So, solar panel, copper, steel, electronic circuits. So half a belt of copper, half a belt of steel, a full belt of electronic circuits. Not that any are going to make it here at the moment. I might have to get rid of some of those priority splits. I'll make our output go down. All over the place. Right. Full green on the inner, then half copper and steel on the outer. Let's do... Nope, that's not going to work. Actually need to move one further back, I think. And then you'll split there. Output to the right. So that's going to be half a belt of that. And then we're actually going to have half a belt of copper going on the other side. Right, this is a full lot of green. So you're going to go there. Paste, paste. Not there's going to be many green circuits that make it this far. But we will do what we can. And the copper. $15 in 10 seconds, so you actually need something faster than yellows. No, you don't, because we were able to do 20 in 10 seconds on the yellows. So this is fine. Right, so this should get us these things. And I'm going to want that in a passive provider chest. So it's available to the network. 4 should be enough. Let's go with 4 stacks. I'm not sure how many are in a stack. Yep, that should be able to keep up with the production.